Hey guys, welcome back to another stream. Today we're going to be working on our digital dungeon chatbot. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Go ahead and take a look at trivia and see, or hello, and see what we're doing. The last we were working on, and currently what we're in progress, is that toggling categories on does not work. And that is a problem. So, apologize, hold on 1 second. Gonna go adjust my filter settings for my mic. Alright, I think that's a little better. Keeping it pretty chill today. Take a look at it. Okay. We need to swap this up here. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and jump in. Again, the last we were looking at was that the toggling categories was a problem. It just wasn't toggling them off. I think we can fix that. I think the problem here, come back over here and check this out. Basically what's happening, let me refresh so we can see the actual, basically what's happening here is that it just keeps toggling the same category. There's that category, food and drink, and then it toggles it again, food and drink. We should be toggling it once and twice, so that means it should toggle on, and then it should toggle it right back off. Let's go over here and take a look at the actual. First, let's start and come back to the category here, command. So that should be dispatching toggle category, and I believe, guys, that we actually switched it. No, we did not. Place toggling object category. Now, I'm actually curious to see what that's actually doing up here. So let's see. Pulling this in. If category doesn't exist, return. So we're checking state.categories here. 35, so it should start out as blank. Actually, it's not going to start out as blank because here, let's actually refresh this one more time. And guys, for every follow, I have a jar of warheads here. For every follow, I will eat one warhead. I know you can't see it super great because of my green screen, but okay, so coming back here, this is line 35. That looks like it's got, and I think the reason why it's because it's asynchronous. It's an observer, so basically it's going to, in the chat, in the console logging, it's going to just keep track of both of them once they're added. The important thing here is that the very last one, the very last console log, which is this one right here, which is 43, right here, should have nothing in it. So that should have toggled it off. And so we should be calling remove categories. Let me collapse these here. We should be calling remove category the second time, and as you can see, it is not. It's calling add category. So something right here in our if statement is wonky. Let's take a look at that. State categories dot length. Let's go ahead and console log the length here, because I'm not sure what that should be returning. So 0, they're tied at 0, so that should be true on the second call. 1. So this, it must be this part that is not true. So let's actually do a dot includes category. And you know what? This is an object. I think that was where we left off last time, is that I am including the object. So actually, we're just going to console log the category here real fast. Take a look. Okay, so category is being passed in as an object. That's probably our problem right there. And the fact that we're adding. So let's see here. My question is if we should even be passing that in as an object. So if we come back over here and get rid of that as an object, and guys, I like keeping my quotes the same here, so we're just gonna do that. Okay, so remove category was called. That's great. That's fantastic. We're starting to solve that bug here. The only thing is, it didn't actually remove it, as you can probably tell. It still has it in there. That was true. That was false. Great. Good stuff there. Calling remove category. So that's rid of that. So at least we know we're entering this if block right here. So let's go ahead and get rid of these things. Actually, no, let's leave that one down there because we want to make sure that and we also want to make sure this one's still here so we can see what the categories are before we call that. And then we can see if it actually did anything. All right. So I'm gonna turn my music down just a little bit. It's get us a little bit loud here. All right, that's a little better, I think. Okay, let's jump back in here. So basically, this should be if it does include it. So that should be if it does include it. And then, why am I doing it does not equal -1? Because that would just say that it's not in there. Oh, no, okay. That should be basically saying the same thing. Let's go ahead and refresh here. So let's got that, then we call it, and then this happens. So we know that we're entering this, and I don't think we need that. But we're gonna leave it in there just in case. Again, I think we're just double checking to make sure that it's not -1, but I don't think we actually need to do that. So let's get rid of that because that's doing the exact same thing as the includes. So, and that's where we're slicing. We're finding the index. So here's what we'll do. We'll console.log the index. Go ahead and refresh over here. The reason I'm having to refresh, guys, is because we are in a plugin.js, which is for Vuex Store, or not Vuex Store. It's for Nuxt, and that only happens on like once throughout the entire thing. So so I have to refresh the page in order to get the fresh code and have it toggle again. Okay, so it's on mounted. I'm sorry, not it's on mounted and here. So it found 0, but it didn't actually remove it from the array. So I need to see what here. Let's see. Why is slice not working? So on line 17, which should have been this, let's just actually, I don't even know if you can do that on a, let's see, so I guess we don't really need any of this. Come over here, guys, take a look at, remove index from array. Yes. They said splice. Maybe it is splice. Well, let's try splice, because I misread what splice was. Let's check that out. Shift around here a little bit. Guys, I'm going to put this down here. But again, for every follow, I will eat a warhead from this giant jar of warheads. So go ahead and hit me up with those follows if you'd like to see that. Alright. splice. That should be doing that. Go ahead and refresh. Okay, guys, I think that happened. I think that did it. Because it is now an empty array. So let's go ahead and remove all the console logging. Apologize 1 second here. Alright, and we are back. I apologize about that, guys. Let me make sure we didn't get any actual follows while I was gone, because I don't really... I'm not able to see that super clearly, but... Alright. So what we're going to do here is... First of all, I'm going to turn the sound down a little bit more. There we go. Much better. Alright. So coming back over here, go ahead and remove all of the unnecessary code. I want to keep my comments there just because that way it helps me to know what's going on. Let's come down here. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Alright. Come back over here and... Great job, guys. One bug down. Alright. So let's keep going here. Okay. Next thing we're going to do here is we're going to work on that trivia command to actually start the trivia. But first we're going to check if they're a mod, which we've already done. So let's come back over here to the commands. So the next thing we need to do is actually what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna add another one we're gonna work on today as well. Category command. We do have categories here, but I'm wondering if I can do it with a new line. I don't know if they respect that, so let's go ahead and try that out in the chat there. Okay. One could not parse notice. Verified phone number. Oh. I guess Restream is not allowing me to chat that. So we're just gonna do it here. Oh, same thing again. Oh, no, okay, so it did print this out. Don't know what's going on there with this. So we're gonna come over here. Take a look at this real fast here. Verified phone number. I thought I had a verified phone number, but I do have a verified phone number. It is verified. Let's just delete it. And then let's add. Add it back in again. Confirm. Let's go check it out. Okay. Okay, so for some reason, TMI Twitch is not letting me. So something may have changed in there. Let's take a look at it real fast here, guys. Did I change settings somewhere that caused that to happen? Let's take a look. Let's see. Security, privacy. Hide the founder badge. I'm wondering if it has to do with settings or something, with the weirdest thing. Let's see. So maybe my moderation settings changed. Oh, I think something did happen here. Let's save these settings here and see if we can't. Yeah, that's something's off here. Try that one more time. Okay, yeah, something is definitely off. You know what? I bet it has to do with not that one, but my other. I'm gonna go check out my other my bots. I bet that's the problem. Go to settings. Yeah, I don't have a. Let's see. Let me just add my number again. Let's just turn phone number verification off and see if that fixes it. Okay, yeah, so that seems to be the problem. Let's just turn this on and see if. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Okay, so that did not respect the new line. I wonder if it respects. Let's see. Let's see, which chat new line? Symbol that imitates a line break. I don't think this is gonna work, but we'll try it because it shouldn't be parsing HTML. But yeah, let's just try it. That is not. Okay, so let's just put a comma in for now. Actually, here's what we'll do. We'll do this. That might actually work pretty good. Yeah, okay, there we go. So food and drink, geography, sport and leisure, general knowledge, history, literature, movies, music, science, society, and culture. Okay. So we can toggle categories, but now I think the next thing we need to do is we actually need to check before we do a toggle category. If category if argument, and actually we'll just change this to category. And I don't know why we're passing in. That should not be. We should not be passing in an object to there. So let's see. If category and category, let's see, types that includes category. Let's go ahead and do this. Otherwise, we need to respond with, let's just copy this. Paste that. Category. Okay. Let's just say something like, it's got to be a generic enough message that says something like, um, category not, um, let's just start with or valid categories. And let's actually just do a that needs to be in there. Okay. And let's actually call this valid. That sounds a little more we need to send this on a new line. It doesn't, there's nothing. All right. So there's nothing that says that we can do. Let's do a Twitch chat line break. 2 spaces at the end of the line. I don't know if that works in chat. This is space. This space at the end of the line, or use a double line in a new paragraph. So I'm sorry, excuse me about that. Oh, we should do an unordered list actually, if we can. So we should do like a let's see. And this should be a backtick. I don't know if that's actually gonna do it, but we can try, right? All right, so let's go ahead and try that. Categories. Oh, I'm sorry. We should actually do this. Let's try that again. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try double space. No, that did not work either. That's the channel page. It's marked down. So let's see. How do you use new line in Twitch chat? That was 4 years ago, though. Okay, so somebody did it. Let's just keep reading on this. Referendum designed to maintain link functionality, so the first line of the text, which is hyphen describe, and an emote. We have exploits and spam potential. Okay, so I think what's going on here is that in this image here, we have a hyphen. So I don't think that's gonna actually help us at all. Because it's basically space dash space whatever. So what we'll do is we'll just go back to this, and we'll just make this one that. And we'll start it off with a double. There we go. Let's try that. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, that looks pretty good there. So if we try to do like a test category, like that. Okay, let's see what it gave us. Client is not defined. Fantastic. That's because I need to pass client in. I need to grab client. So let's go ahead and do client channel. And see, here's the thing, guys. We're destructuring all this stuff, and we're going to constantly be doing that. We need to figure out a better way to access these things without passing them in every single time. Hold on 1 second here, I apologize. All right, sorry about that, guys. I am back. Let's take a look here real fast. And by the way, again, welcome to the stream. Guys, we are doing a challenge. For every follow that I get, for every new follow, I'm eating a warhead. I have a big case of warheads. And you can kind of see, I don't know if my camera will pick that up. I've got tons of warheads in this jar here. So for every single new follow, I'll eat a new warhead. Not necessarily healthy for the morning as breakfast, but hey, we're gonna try it. I was never able to handle warheads very well. They're pretty yeah. And I should specify for every new follow during the stream. Yeah. In fact, you know, I probably should set up a. We'll do that later. All right, so we're passing response in. So here's part of the problem is that we don't want to pass in client and channel for every single thing. So what we could do, one way to solve that. Let's see. These commands are callbacks, or they're arrow function callbacks that are happening on each of those, and we need to figure out a way to make those global without injecting them or anything, because this is middleware. That is only being called on the trivia page. I wonder if there is a way to access. Let's see. Anybody have any suggestions? Need to come up with a good way to access that. But for now, we'll just leave it in there. So now that we have that, I saved that, I refreshed that. We do this. It should give us a message saying undefined is not what? Undefined is not a valid category. Category, response, argument. It shouldn't be category, it should be argument. Oh, that's why. Oops. This one should be argument. All right, so let's try that again. Category. No category. Okay, so that should be throwing some errors over here. So let's go take a look. Category is not defined. Oh yeah. Last one we need to check. Let's actually say we also need an else if. Else if not argument. What are we passing? Argument. We basically need to just print out let's start out by doing this, and let's go ahead and throw this into a literal real fast. Okay, so categories. No. Valid categories. Try that. Because then if they just do just exclamation mark category, it should say valid categories. That, and that. Okay. So if I do category test, test is not a valid category. Please refer to this list for valid categories. Food and drink, geography, sports and leisure. Okay. So now if I do a exclamation mark category food and drink, and drink, so it does that, but then we also probably need to give it a message. Client.say channel current categories. And then let's just go ahead and grab the store, dollar store dot it has to be dollar next actually. Dollar next dot dollar store dot getters dot categories. And let's join it. Dot join. Okay. Dollar category food and drinks. Oh. dollar category, food and drink. Dollar category, what are some other ones? General knowledge. Okay, so now if we do a trivia, this should give us food and drink, and it should give us some from So here's the problem. Trivia should be doing a start trivia, which is over here. A start trivia should be doing a get trivia, which whatever. That should be grabbing categories that are... Oh, that's why. Go figure. Let's do this. Let's try that again. Apologize for the link in chat. I'm getting some spam here recently, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can disable that real fast. Let's see. I don't know how to remove message. So what we're gonna do here, guys, we're just gonna clear, and I'm gonna go manage my settings over here on YouTube. Okay. Go ahead and hit settings, channel, advanced settings. Permissions, no. Community. Okay. And then, let's see. How do I get back to my chat on, let's see. I go my channel. Apologize if the sound playing. Go. I wonder if there's a way to moderate. We'll just have to leave it for now. All right, so coming back over here, guys. Again, I apologize for that detour. Basically, we should be able to do categories. Oh, you know what? We should instead over here under this, instead of just responding with that, we should do two different Maybe we should do 2 different says. I don't know. Do this. Oh, I apologize. That. And it should be this. Current categories. And then let's just copy this, delete this. And then let's say available categories. And for now we're just going to do $next $store getters categories. We're just going to do that. And that way we can show which ones we have and which ones we don't. So there's no current categories. So let's do dollar categories, food and drink. Dollar category, food and drink, not dollar categories. All right. You know what we really should do, guys, is we need to copy this, delete that, and instead of saying that, let's just say all of it, and then let's do that. So that way it's not super confusing. So let's do categories. Let's see. Valid categories. And instead of just saying, let's see. Let's do that. And up here, let's just make these duplicates of each other. Let's do it again. Current categories, none. That. Okay, so category, food and drink. Okay, so current categories, food and drink. Available categories, food and drink. Geography. Okay, so let's also do geography. All right, and now let's do trivia. That should give us trivia for both food and drink and geography. Woohoo! We did it, guys. We did it. All right. Let's keep the good times rolling, guys. Let's keep the good times rolling. All right, so right now we're just console logging the trivia, which we do need to do. But let's go ahead and let's see, what do we need to do next? We need to start a trivia game. So to do that, over here, let's go ahead and make an async function. Let's actually make methods. Let's go ahead and get rid of this, because we don't need to be toggling those anymore. Okay, so let's also make let's make a start trivia function. Oh, I apologize. My foot is falling asleep on me. Hate that. All right. Okay. Let's scoot over a little bit here. All right. So in this start trivia, let's go ahead and trigger. How does it start? Start trivia. Let's see. Start trivia. We need to make a button on here just to make it easier, so we don't have to be doing that in chat all the time. So let's come up here under columns. Let's just put a button, and let's do start trivia equals start trivia. So it needs to be a click. Did I do that wrong? Actually, I think it needs to be this. There we go. And just need to do that. Actually, it needs. I think it does need to be callback. All right, so down here, let's just go ahead and console.log start trivia, just to make sure that button's working. So now, guys, we can come over here. Oh, and in the button, we also need to say start trivia. All right, here we go. So if I hit that start trivia, ideally, here it is going to say start trivia at the bottom. So as many times as I hit it, and it is not, and I think that's because this shouldn't be a yeah. Okay, so as many times as I hit this, let's actually refresh the page. Did I do that event handler wrong? I don't remember how. View, let's see. I'm so used to Angular. View event handlers. Handling events in view. Yeah, so it is colon click, and then whatever the name of the method is, which are these. Let's see. I think that should be right. Why isn't that working? Let's just do this then. Console.log start. That should now just be doing, okay, so let's see, console not defined. Okay. Start trivia, and in order to grab read, yeah, so this should be working. So let's come back over here, check it out. Every time I click that start trivia, it should be interesting. Okay, so let's just make this just kind of an anonymous function, just kind of what they're saying there. And let's also pass event in. I apologize. Hold on one more second, guys. All right, guys, I apologize for that. We are back. um, all right. Let's jump right back in here. So honestly, what should be happening here is that this should be starting a trivia thing. I'm not entirely sure why it's not. So let's go ahead and hit that a couple times. It is not updating there. Start trivia. Don't know what's going on here though. So that should be console logging. So let's actually just do this to make sure that that's actually even firing. Let's start trivia. So that should be firing. Start trivia. And then this click on this button, even let's see, you click button not working. I don't know if maybe there's an issue here where the V-on click let's actually just try V-on, because if for some reason that's not working, okay, so that is working. Why is V-on the defining point there? Because I would love to use the shortcut. Maybe there's something in the configuration. Next, view, shortcuts, maybe? V on short binding. I don't know what that's called. So I think there's something in the Nuxt config that is causing, or maybe it's in the TS config. Something in here is not allowing it to build. Let's just do on the actual this. Let's do click equals. Maybe it's just the button. I honestly don't know what's going on. So if I click anywhere, shorthand, the V on shorthand. Oh, guys, I am stupid. It is at click. Guys. That was really dumb. That was really dumb of me. All right, so now this should be triggering multiple start trivias. Okay, that took way too long to figure that out. I've completely forgot that was the case. So, all right, so now what we need to do is we need to actually trigger a trivia basically next dollar trivia start trivia. So dollar next, or just actually dollar trivia, this dot dollar trivia dot start trivia. Let's let's put that into trivia. We actually probably need a properties to store that in. So let's come back here and put that into computed properties, I believe. Or maybe it's just we're not passing properties in. I can't remember how we're supposed to handle computer properties, data. Okay, that's right. That's right. But the computed property, so let's see. Intemplate expressions are very okay. So basically what needs to happen on computed properties is that when something changes, it needs to be it's basically saying that these are things that we need to run when that property changes. Or when we ask for that property, this needs to change. So either way, it's going to be this. And add a data. I believe the data is just an object. So let's try that. I don't know if this is going to work this way exactly, but we can try it. So exclamation mark. Actually, if we save that and come over here, I forgot we have a trivia is not defined. That's fine. So if we do this, start trivia, and then what we'll do here is we will just actually output trivia. Okay, trivia is not defined. What? Thought. Oh. Just making an empty array. The thing is, we need to... I don't know if that needs to be computed or not. Okay, so can it read properties of undefined? Wasn't I able to do that before? I think it is this dot dollar trivia, isn't it? Let's come back over here. We don't actually want to start trivia on the get-go. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, read properties of undefined. Let's see. Not defining the instance, but referred reference during. It is reactive though. Oh, wait, what? What? Maybe this needs to be computed. No, it does need to be data. I mean, like, for example, if I do message, hello, and then I just do message here instead, it should give us just the word hello over here. That should have been underneath the button there. Okay, well, if it says it needs to be a function, then it'll function it will be. Oh. Oh. Guys, I think I know what's wrong here. I did... Yes, okay, so this should actually... So basically, exporting default data needs to be an object that returns that. Okay, so that's that. Let's get rid of hello. Let's just print that out. Okay, so we can't read properties of undefined this.trivia. So let's just console log this here on the opening. I thought $trivia, maybe it is just trivia. Let's start trivia. This.$trivia. That should... It's function. This is an async event, and we need to await this. Let's just await that. It should give us a return of trivia there. There we go. So there is that. And I apologize again, guys. I will be right back one more time. All right, guys, we're actually back a little bit early, so that's great news. All right, so more or less what has happened here is that for some reason inside of this function here, we don't have access to this. So I think inside of view, we need to be able to find this dot name is still, so let's see. Maybe that'll work. Who knows? Yeah. Okay. So this dot trivia is still undefined. And let's just console log this and see what that is, because my guess is that's still undefined. So yeah, this is undefined. So that shouldn't be happening, is my understanding. Method this undefined. Let's just Google it here, guys. Let's go figure it out together. Okay. Need that. See, the thing is, I just wish that we could use a... Oh. I don't know. Maybe that's why, because this shouldn't be a arrow function. But then can we do an async here? We sure can. All right, guys. I think that fixed it. Well, let's check it out. Okay. Let's also add a list. An ordered list. An unordered list. And then in here we'll do a for equals dollar store dot getters dot categories. Okay, I think as long as this doesn't, see, so that's blank. So if we do, and that actually probably needs to be a computed, but if we do in the chat, and let's just chat as let's see, category, food and drink. Okay. They called add category. Current category is food and drink, so I think this does need to be a computed property. And actually, I think it needs to be up here, above the mounted, below data, if I remember correctly. So, let's see. Categories. We'll just do a computer property of categories. We'll make it an arrow function. And let's just return this dot dollar store dot getters dot categories. Oops. Go. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, let's see. Boom. Oh, we can't have this. So let's do categories. Oh, and we are, oh, that's probably why we do need to print out the category. For let category of categories, I think. How do you do a v4 again? Is it in? Man, I am remembering not very much at all right now. View 4. And I just misspelled that, I know. List rendering. Oh, you don't do a let. Category in categories. And then you have to have a key, I believe. Yep. So key equals, we'll make it category. Okay, we'll just print out the category. Okay. Cannot read that, so I think if we just do the same thing we did earlier, boom. Do this. Go ahead and set food category. So we set that. This should have updated. So I'm missing something here. Let's go ahead and grab these and just print them out. Let's see. What am I missing? Refresh. Let's see. Method category is not defined on the instance, but rendered during render. Where am I using that at? What page is, what line is that on? Default layout, trivia. Or property or method category is not defined on the instance, but referenced during render. Okay, I'm probably missing something here with the... Oh, okay. I think I know. I have to do category index, and then we probably want to make this index. I think maybe that does it. Refresh. Nope. Okay, so index is not defined on the instance, but referenced during render. Make sure this property is reactive, either in the data option. Initializing the property. We are initializing it here with computed. Let me come back over here to computed properties. I might be doing the computed wrong. Oh. Don't I have to await that? I don't think I do. Categories, should have been able to get. Maybe if I just try outputting categories, see what that does. That should render it before the error. Categories, and let's actually just remove this for now. And so if I do a category food and drink, let's go ahead and refresh this first before I do that. So yeah, so food and drink is showing up there. It's definitely showing up in that. So something with my v4 or my 4 binding. Let's see. Maybe my shorthand is wrong. view shorthand 4. Template syntax. Let's see, shorthand, directives, shorthands. Okay. So vbind, von, v-bind. Let's see. View for shorthand. I apologize again, guys. I'm going to take a break for another minute. I need to take care of something personal. I will be right back. All right, everyone. Sorry about that. I am back. So my understanding is that we are having an issue with the shorthand binding. For each category, index. So maybe what we do here is we just do that and see, because so we're still having an issue. Index is undefined. In category, so category will now be undefined. Let's refresh. Oh. Category. Okay, so this should be working just fine, just like this. Let me go check out view for array E. Oh, guys. I keep getting mixed up with Angular. That's what's going on here. It needs to be v-4. That should fix it for us, guys. All right, so if we do another category, food, let's just do geography, because I keep doing food and drink and it's so hard to spell. Geography. There, guys, that is showing up. Geography, boom, we have it. So let's do a header. Let's do a let's do a H1 up here. Let's do trivia. Might have to be inside the section. I don't really, that's one thing I don't like. Div. Let's just put it all inside of this. This is the one thing that's funky about Vue. I mean, I get why they do it, but at the same time, I don't know why the template just doesn't act as a Okay, so we've got an H1. Let's do an H2 as categories. Current or active categories. And let's do a vif equals categories dot length. So there, that will react to that. Let's just output the category for each one that we add. This should be a let's just go ahead and put a class of button on that. Give it some styling. And let's just start by outputting simple. I apologize, guys. You guys can't see it. There we go. So let's just start by putting simple. You know what? We probably need to comp up something. But let's just say that I hit start trivia. Let's see what that did. The console logged. This dot trivia equals. I think that must mean that that needs to be a. Okay, that works. It doesn't need to be computed because we don't need to actually be getting anything out of it. So we're outputting that. So for each, let's just do another. Let's just do another column. Oh, actually. Sorry. Div.column. Let's go ahead and put all of this stuff into one column. And let's do another div.column. And let's just go ahead and do a an ordered list that is a vif, or just a vif equals trivia.length. And then inside each of these, let's do a li with a v4 equals question index. Actually, let's see. Category, correct answer, ID. Let's do it based on ID. In trivia, let's do a key of question.id, and let's output the trivia question. Or let's output the question dot question. Let's change this to trivia item. Why not? Something is wrong here. Take a look. Oops. And then if we hit start trivia, cannot read properties of undefined reading question. Oh yeah. Trivia item. Hit start. Okay. And then let's just get rid of this. Actually, let's move it down here because we still want to be able to see that. All right, guys, it's actually making pretty good progress here. So look, we've got questions outputting right here. And then we have basically our object still down here. So now what we can do is we can do something like, and I'm just basically simply outputting stuff right now. Yeah. So if we just, let's see. We're basically simply outputting the trivia item question, but instead of doing that, we may have to do our own. Let me think how we can do this. Because we want to output a list item, but then we also want to. Maybe if we do something like this, I don't really know the best way to mark up this HTML wise, but we do the multiple choice. Let's see. We'll do the category. Let's do a start trivia. Let's do this in a label. No, we're not using it as an input. So let's see. Trivia item. Let's just wrap it in a span then, I guess. Since it's inline. We don't want it inline though. We do need it as, so let's do an H4 because we will do an H3 here in a second. Let's just do it as an H3. I need to stop trying to be semantic. Okay, so, and then we can do class equals title since we are, oh man. Is subtitle, I don't think that's actually going to get us anywhere. Is 5, I think. Is 4, is 6 maybe? Maybe is 7 is better. Is 7 has text weight bold, and then color has text. We don't want it blue, but I think it actually has color. Has text color? What's the Bulma? Bulma has color. Color helpers. Has text. We'll do has text. Gray light, maybe? Let's see what that does. That's not terrible. Let's also try is uppercase. Okay, let's just restart this here. And guys, I'm not sure what to do about my YouTube chat, so we're just gonna not really pay attention to it right now. And maybe I just need to disable it for now. basic info, admin settings, chat. So let's see. Let's see. Settings maybe. Channel, advanced. Don't really know how to turn off chat. So I apologize. It's not really. Let's see. Disable live chat. Click hide chat or hide chat replay. An interesting work. Blah blah blah. I don't know how to turn it off right now. So, what we will do is we'll go over to Restream, and let's turn off chat for YouTube. It's not what I want. Appearance. How do you... This is not helpful at all. The reason I'm trying to turn off YouTube chat is because it seems that people are just kind of spamming it with random links that I do not recommend following. But whatever. Okay, so we have a problem here, guys. Something is going on with every time I do an attribute. So att equals, and it automatically fills that, which is fine. It's just I'm not used to that, so maybe I just need to get used to it. All right, so let's go back here. Let's see. So we're doing that. Printing the category. Next thing we need to do is print unordered list. Actually, let's do an ordered list again. And let's do a let's make this an unordered list, guys. And let's make this one an ordered list. And we'll just do an li. Oops. What? Li. Need to turn off some of these extensions I have for VS Code. Okay. So here we'll do a v4 equals choice in trivia item dot. I think it is incorrect answers. Incorrect answers. So we need to compile we'll have to add, let's see, incorrect. We need to make an array, actually. Like, we need to join these two, mix them up, and output them. So maybe we make a computed property for that. I don't know if that's exactly how you can... No, maybe we should just make it a function. Let's do get answers. Get voices, actually. Choices. Let's take incorrect and correct. And let's return choices. Let choices equal an array. Let's take, hold on a second, guys, here. I apologize. All right, we are back and we are going to be finishing up here. So the last thing I'm going to do here is, and again, right now, guys, what we're working on right here is the front end page. We do have, and this is kind of coupled with the trivia command. So more or less what's happening here is we need to grab the choices, mix them together, and then output the choices. So to do that, a good simple way to do that would probably be, because we're getting the incorrect choices, which is an array. So basically that's an array like that, and this is just a single string. Actually, let me just double check to make sure that's a string. Yes, so that's a string, and then plus an array. So we need to take JS mix randomly mix array. Let's just go copy this here. Let's pull that in over here. And we will probably end up moving this into the plugin. But for now, what the? This should be there, and that should not be there. That was a weird formatting. Okay, so there we go. And what we'll do is we'll just take choices equals shuffle incorrect incorrect correct. That should do it for us, guys. So let's do that. Let's see here. We're gonna do choices. Get choices. We will do trivia item dot incorrect choices, I believe it is. Let's take a look back here, see what exactly that is. So it is incorrect answers and trivia item dot correct, or is it just answer? Correct answer. All right, and then we will output the choice. Okay. And what we probably need to do is probably need to make this a destructured object here for this stuff, but let's see. Get choices. Get choices. Shuffle is not defined. So shuffle, it's this dot shuffle, I apologize. This dot shuffle. So let's go ahead and refresh this. Start trivia. Pippin looked out from the shelter of Gandalf's coat. This is the first line of what 1955 piece of written work? The Return of the King, The Hobbit, The Alchemist, 20,000 Leagues into... Wow, that's a lot of... I apologize again, guys. I will be right back. I'm gonna take a break here for a sec. Alrighty. That is a lot of question or answers. Incorrect answers. There are quite a few of those, and we need to like narrow. I didn't know there was going to be multiple incorrect answers. Like, I thought there was only like 3. I don't want to make it too hard. So maybe we just kind of first narrow down the incorrect answers. Incorrect equals, let's try, let's just shift. Let's slice. We also need to check if incorrect, that length is greater than 3. Then we need to do this, incorrect length slice 0, 3. That should just give us 3. And then yeah, so let's check that out. Let's see off the top of my head. I think that's gonna work. Yeah, okay, that did it. So I actually don't know the answer here. So this is definitely gonna be interesting. All right, guys. What we need to do here is we need to actually move the category, which is an H3. I don't like that it's formatting that way. We need to move the category above that, the question. Let's hit start trivia. This is science. Okay, so I think what we need to do here, guys, we need to add some styles. So let's do on the H2s or H3s actually. And we actually need to let's change it to SCSS so I can actually nest things properly here. So on the style here, let's go ahead and get rid of margin bottom. It resolves the SAS loader. Okay, so the SAS loader is not working for some reason, so start trivia. Okay, guys, I don't know why that's not the margin bottom. Should be getting rid of the margin bottom. Should be set to 0. But the reason is because dot title don't really want a margin bottom on this, but Don't know why. If we just do that, that should fix it for us there, guys. But we do, under each list item, want to add space. So margin bottom 1 rem should be size of 1. Oh man. Okay. And let's actually do it as the direct child of a UL. Okay, so that's kind of separating out the questions a little bit. And you know what? For each of these, let's do a background of dollar color. Actually, no, let's just use Bulma. Here we will do a class equals as background light gray. Light. We'll just do light. Oh, we need to solve the problem that these are sitting out top here. But let's also just give it a PX 3 and a PY 3. I don't know if you can just do P. I don't know. I don't remember if that's in Bulma or not yet. Okay, let's bump it up to 5. We do need to fix the inlineness of those, but this is good enough. All right, guys. So now that it's actually outputting these, we can do some cool styling stuff to these. Let's see. Yeah, let's actually refer back to, because we need to finish up here for the day. So let's refer back to here. We started working on the front end page. That's great. That's fantastic. We do have the category command done. The trivia command is working with the front page. On the front end, we need to, a couple things that we need to do here are set timeouts or timer. We'll just call it a timer for each question to appear, and then correct answer to be shown. Let's actually make this a checklist. And then when the timeout is done, when timer is done, gather answers, gather who answered correct. And then before that, we actually need to store answers from chat. Let's see. Yeah, and then tally score. We also need to style. We'll just call it browser sort. Let's style questions on separate page. So, guys, what I'm thinking here is we need to actually set up a Vuex store for the questions, because actually, how's that gonna work? No, we don't really need to set up a Vuex store for the questions. Not yet, at least. Trying to keep this as simple as possible here. But yeah, that's what we'll work on next here is on for this front end page. And then we will also work on, which we actually pretty much got the trivia command done. So we'll put that over here. Let's actually check yeah, so we start the trivia game. That's great. We've got that going. We also have a button to start it, so that works as well. We probably need to actually put that button on the home page. Actually, no, that's not gonna work. I need to kind of think through how this is going to end up working. But more or less, what I would like to have is 2 ways to start this. We start it in the chat, or we start a ! Trivia. That starts a trivia game. It pulls up the browser source. The browser source is being loaded directly by OBS. But then we also need to have a start button that starts it. It triggers a starting of that same page that's been pulled up already. So it's not that it pulls the page up, it just actually starts the trivia. And we need to be hosting it or doing it localhost, which is fine. So localhost, if I'm running it localhost, I'm pointing it to the localhost page. Because right now we're triggering everything. Let's see. Yeah, I need to think through this a little bit more probably. So, but anyway, thanks for joining the stream. We're gonna hop off here. We'll come back to this stuff and keep working on it later. Yeah, thanks again for joining. And if you like, hit that follow button. I didn't see any follows, but let me just double check to be sure. Looks like we do not have any additional follows yet. But if you do hit that follow button, I will be eating a warhead for every single follow. So be sure to hit that follow button and let me know. But yeah, all right, appreciate it and join us again.